Namaskar students, how are you? Fine. Again today I am with you in this Facebook live session, and as you know well that every day in the night at 9-10 p.m. I connect with you to interact with some competitive aspect of your career. This session is especially designed for the students who are either after 12th preparing for IIT JEE or any state level engineering entrance examination, or who are pursuing their 12th and along with that they are preparing for their engineering entrance examination, IIT JEE and other state level engineering entrance examination. So the topic today we shall discuss is determinant, and yesterday, you recall please, yesterday we discussed the same topic determinant, and I hope that you are recalling that we have finished the theoretical portion of basics of determinant, and today we shall discuss Cramer's rule. Please let us write Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule. You can ask that what is Cramer's rule? I am giving you an example of primary school level. Just there are two equations you have. One is x plus y is equal to 4. This is first equation, and the second equation is x minus y is equal to 2. You have these two equations. First equation is x plus y is equal to 4, and second equation is x minus y is equal to 2. You ask your younger brother, younger sister, or any student who is adjacent to you that kindly find the value of x and y from these equations. Then what student reply you? The student start to solve these equations just by adding or by the method of substitution. Then after adding x plus y is equal to 4 and x minus y is equal to 2, the student says you that minus y and plus y will be cancelled out, and x plus x is equal to 2x, and here will be 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6 by 2 means 3. X is equal to what? X is equal to 6 by 2 means x is equal to 3. And now after substituting this value of 3 in equation 1, what you will find? you will find 3 plus y is equal to 4. 3 plus y is equal to 4. So y is equal to 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Means the value student has obtained for these two linear simultaneous equations as x plus y is equal to 4 and x minus y is equal to 2 is what? X is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1. To show your elderness, to show your, you can say, seniority, to put your imposition over the mind of the student, you can say that yes, justify. How you can say that this answer is correct? Please justify. Then if a student is, you can say, having some positive will and thinking, she or he can reply that, sir or brother, after putting the value of x and y in either of the equations as equation 1 and 2, equations are going to be satisfied. So these are the correct answer. Means if you put x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1 in the LHS of the equation, then it gives you 3 plus 1 is equal to 4 and 4 is in right hand side. So this proves that the answer of the student is correct. Now here you can ask that why I have taken this example, during this chapter, during the discussion of this chapter. What is the motto to take x plus y is equal to 4 and x minus y is equal to 2? What necessitated me to take these two equations? Just I want to say, students, that these two equations may also be solved by determinant method. My target is to show that these two linear simultaneous equations, x plus y is equal to 4 and x minus y is equal to 2, may also be solved with the help of Cramer's rule, means by determinant method. That plays very vital role in the study of, in the solution of so many engineering problems practically may exist during your study in the engineering college. So let us come to understand that what is Cramer's rule. One thing I would like to add here again, that if by ordinary method you have obtained the value of x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1 by solving equation x plus y is equal to 4 and x minus y is equal to 2, in the similar manner or any other process, if you are finding the value of x and y, the value should be same. Means you can ask that what I want to say. I want to say that by ordinary method, if you solved x plus y is equal to 4 and x minus y is equal to 2, and if the value of x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1 after solution, then by solving with the help of Cramer's rule, again we shall find the same result. Means the value of x will be 3 and value of y will be 1. So now you can ask that then what is the need of applying Cramer's rule? Why we should not apply this rule? Cramer's rule is a very, you can say, practical and very convergent method to solve linear simultaneous equations. Linear means equation having the power of variable is 1. An equation that contains unit power of the variable, that is linear equation. And simultaneous means consequently, means more than one equations are taken together, then they are simultaneous equations. So we have to study, we have to discuss that what is linear simultaneous equations, what is Cramer's rule. So let us come on the topic Cramer's rule. Firstly you write, please start writing, for two TWO2 variables, for two variables means we are going to discuss those simultaneous equations which contains only two variables. So like, please let us write, let a1x, a1 means a small a1 x plus b1 a small b1 plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. This is equation 1. And a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. This is equation 2. Students, please. Thank you Haridayal ji. Dhanyavad. Be happy. Let a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. These are two linear simultaneous equations which contain two variables x and y. Now please write, now according to Cramer's rule, please write, according to Cramer's rule, x upon if we shall take x, then we shall overlook the terms which is associated with x, and then we shall form a determinant taking by b1y, b2 b1 c1, b2 c2. This is first determinant, again is equal to, then minus y. Now forget the terms that contains y and then take a1 c1, a2 c2 in the form of determinant. a1 c1, a2 c2. This is x, y with plus minus, x plus then y minus. Now we have only two variables x and y, and there is no other variable, means the power of variable z is equal to 0, means z to the power 0 is equal to 1, means 1 upon, means for constant you have to write 1. So now forget the constant term because you are discussing about constant. Then form a determinant again by taking a1 b1 and in the second row a2 b2. Students, means with the help of equations we are forming here determinants. I have already told you Cramer's rule or Cramer's method for solving linear simultaneous equations means solution of linear simultaneous equations with the help of determinant. So just by this implies you can write x upon, now evaluate the value of this determinant, b1 cross c2 means b1 c2 minus b2 c1, again minus y upon a1 c2 minus a2 c1 and 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Now equate first and last. equate first and last, means x upon b1 c1 b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to 1 upon this. This implies, let us write equating first and last term, we get, let us write equating first and last term, we get x upon b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. This implies that x is equal to, this implies that x is equal to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Student, now you have next another term is what? You have another term that is minus y upon, that is minus y upon a1 c2 minus a2 c1 is equal to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Now by taking minus common from this middle term, you can write this as y upon a2 c1 minus a1 c2. You are equating second and last term. 1 upon, what is that? 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So this will give you y is equal to a2 c1 minus a1 c2 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. These are the value we have obtained with the help of determinant. So student, it is very easy for you. It is very easy for you to use, or it is very easy for you to apply Cramer's rule for the solution of linear simultaneous equations which contain only two variables. Now let us write for three variables, means we are going to apply Cramer's rule for three variables. So please write, let us write for three variables. For three variables, we can apply Cramer's rule only for 2 and 3 variables, not more than 3 variables. If there are for more than 3 variables, then I have no knowledge about that. I am telling you frankly, I only know Cramer's rule for 2 variables and for 3 variables. My teachers have taught me, and I used to teach my students only Cramer's rule for 2 variables and 3 variables. One can claim that I have gone through Cramer's rule for 4 variables, for 5 variables, for 100 variables, for n variables. For that I have nothing to say. I am not going to claim that that person is speaking true or that person is speaking false. Just I am telling you that I have to teach you Cramer's rule for 2 variables and for 3 variables. So please let us write, let first equation right here, a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2z plus d2 is equal to 0, a3x plus b3y plus c3z plus d3 is equal to 0. I recall 1993 or 1991, there was a question in IIT examination that solve, please let us write, solve x plus y plus z is equal to 11 and x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 5. These are the equations. First equation is what? X plus y plus z is equal to 11, and second equation is x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 5. It was said by the question setter that find the value of x, y, z. Students, you will be bewildered to know, you will be, I can say, happy to know that you can't, you are not able to solve these equations, because there are only two equations. X plus y plus z is equal to 11, x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 5, and there are three variables in these two equations. So it is not possible for you to solve this equation in this stage. In simplex method in linear programming, there are some regulations, there are some rules, there are some algorithm that can help you to solve these equations. But at this stage, when at a 12th level you are preparing for IIT JEE examination, you can say that there is no possibility of solution of these equation, or you can say that solution of these equations are impossible, because of the fact there are two equations and there are three variables. So why I have taken these examples, how I recalled the questions asked in those days during 90s, because I have written three equations here. a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2z plus d2 is equal to 0, a3x plus b3y plus c3z plus d3 is equal to 0. Means three equations. You have three equations, then you have three variables also. Means if you have to find the value of three variables, then you should have three different equations also. If you have to find the value of four variables, then you should have four different equations. Then only it is possible to find the values of four variables by four simultaneous linear equations. So now we have taken three equations containing three different variables x, y, z. So please write by Cramer's rule, you write here x upon, and then omit the terms which contain x, and then take the coefficient b1, c1, d1. Please write in the first row b1, c1, d1. Again in second row b2, c2, d2, and in the third row b3, c3, d3. Again this is x plus, then y minus, y upon, then omit the term containing y and write y a1, c1, d1, a2, c2, d2, a3, c3, d3. Again x plus y minus, then Z upon, please write A1 B1 D1, A1 B1 D1, A2 B2 D2, A3 B3 D3, and then for D means for constant we should write 1. Please write 1 and omit all the D1, D2, D3 and take the constant terms, rest of the, you can say, portion of the three equations in the form of row. This will give you what? A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 and C3. So students, now by equating first term and last term you can find the value of x. Again equating second term and last term you can find value of y, and finally equating third term and last term you can find the value of z. In this way you can find the value of x, y, z. This is Cramer's rule. So student, I hope that you have got that what is Cramer's rule for 2 variables and what is Cramer's rule for 3 variables. Student, I hope that you have enjoyed this lecture. This is the end of the theoretical portion of the chapter determinant, and from tomorrow we shall start the numerical portion of this chapter determinant for you. So feel free to select your numerical problems, WhatsApp me or send it on my email address. You may give me your question on the messenger also. You have listened this lecture, you have enjoyed this lecture. I am thankful to you. Students, you know well that due to lockdown, every day in the night at 9-10 p.m. I used to connect with you, to help you, to guide you without any lust. As our university, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur, has also launched a digital version 2.0 for the help of the student of the country, and the students should visit, especially girls who are in UG or PG or in any professional, medical, technical programs anywhere in the country. They can visit the website of the university and they can get study material free of cost from there. Thank you for listening and enjoying this lecture. Tomorrow again. तब तक के लिए गुड नाइट, नमस्कार, थैंक यू, शुभ रात्रि, जय हिंद.